In the tradition of great brother combinations, we have had, great names like the Ho brothers, the Carroll brothers, and just recently we had the Tice brothers on. We've got another great brother combination here, the Slater brothers, all the way from Florida. And they're two of the hottest young amateur surfers in the world today. And they've just got back from a great trip to Australia where they represented the USA in a great contest down there. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks a lot.
I'll start off with Kelly. We won't go with the big brother first. We'll go little brother. Kelly, how was Australia for the first time? Did you get some great waves down there?
We got great waves, super good trip.
And, were you down there, you were with the USA team, you surfed against the Aussies, how did it go?
We did all right. We lost the team thing, but I placed first in the men's and the juniors.
How many more years do you think you're going to surf in amateur competition before you turn pro? I mean, everyone seems to be asking that already.
Well, I'll probably wait till after high school. It'll be about 4 or 5 years, maybe.
So you got a lot more titles to win yet.
Well, hope so.
Let's talk to Sean for a moment. Sean, we were talking a little earlier today and you were saying you got Kura down there, some of the best waves you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
How big was it?
It was about 6 feet.
Did you get some of those long barrels, that you see on the movies all the time?
Yeah, average about 2 a wave.
Do you guys help each other out, when you're at contests? I mean, you kind of coach each other?
Yeah, we sit on the beach and watch each other's heats and tell each other what we did wrong and right out in the heat and tell each other how we did.
What's the next real big contest for you?
Probably the World Surfing Championships, the World Amateur Surfing Championships in Puerto Rico in February.
Who do you think the stiffest competition will come from?
Basically the Australians, because we did have a pretty tight battle with them in Australia and we came up short and lost to them. So it's going to be pretty tough.
You're a little bit larger than Kelly. Do you think he's going to catch up to you?
Hopefully I won't let that happen, but...
At the moment you can still push him around.
Yeah.
Kelly, you're in the kind of age bracket lower than Sean is, surfing in the juniors and that. Who's the strongest competition you find right now in the world of international amateur surfing?
It's hard to say, but there's a lot of good California kids.
You were saying you had like 4 or 5 years, you think, yet in amateur competition, so a stepping stone, you'd probably like to try and win the 1990, that seems so far away, World Men's Championship.
Yeah, I hope I do.
It's in Japan, I understand.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Do you think you're going to get much bigger? I mean, how old are you now? You're 15?
Yeah, I'm 15. I hope I start growing.
Do you think it's a disadvantage being smaller or bigger? I know you've been to Hawaii a couple of times. You actually spent some time with Ken Bradshaw.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's easier surfing in contests. Most of them are held in small waves, and I guess with my size, it's an advantage. But I got to grow to surf the bigger waves like Ken does.
What are the biggest waves you surf when you're in Hawaii?
Not that big. About, I don't know, hard to say.
Did you surf Sunset at all?
I went out there once.
It's pretty...
Scary.
Well, at least you're a man to admit it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys. We're glad you could make it all the way from Florida on your way back from Australia. And we'll be back in one moment.